Two Dogs Sports Show, we back, baby. Drone and Yo, you ready to go? Then let's start the show. Two Dogs are back with a brand new season, yeah, you know the reason. Sports talk, flavor, got that extra seasoning. Drone and Yo, stay on the go. Looking for scores and stats, then this your show. Two Dogs, they got the breakdown, yeah, we throw down in T-Town. Look no further, you have just found the #1 sports talk show. Savage picks from Yo, big dog picks from Drone. Wanna welcome y'all back home. Can't forget the latest news. Yeah, them dudes. Plus we them boys. Please say the noise. Free giveaways. Highlights from the game today. Let's start the show. Come on, I lead the way.
What's up, everybody? Y'all on the Two Dogs Sports Talk Show, and we're doing our high school basketball roundup, and we here with the Booker T. Washington Hornets superstar basketball coach,
not me.
Coach Eli Brown. What's going on, Coach?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing real good. Let's just jump into it. You're a veteran here, so
yeah.
Last year you came up a little bit short, but this year we plan on going all the way. Tell us a little bit. How did it feel last year? How was your players' response last year when they came up a little bit short? What was their response?
Well, I think the biggest response was just we expected to win it. And so when we didn't, it kind of took the air out of ourselves. I won't lie about that. It hurt, but we used that pain and we used that to fuel us through the spring and the summer and into this fall, and we're going to use it again this winter. So it's a lesson learned for us, and we think that it's something that we have learned from, and we're going to have a different outcome this year.
Because I've been looking at some of your posts on Facebook, on social media, and the enthusiasm of your players. You've been talking about that they've come in this year with a different fight, different looking, different glare. Even your freshmen, when we talked about it earlier. Tell us a little bit about that look that they have in their eyes this year.
Well, they still feel the disappointment from last year. So they're hungry to try to redeem themselves. Kind of like the USA Redeem team when Coach K took over. We have that same mentality with us right now. And those kids have really brought that mentality. They didn't miss a beat all spring and summer. And so that hunger is noticeable throughout our play in the summer, throughout our workouts, throughout our intensity and accountability. So I think that our kids have really took that loss and use that to fuel themselves and use that to say, you know what, we don't want to ever feel like that again.
So this year, just coming in and looking at the enthusiasm, we was walking up here and you hear the music playing on the football field with Coach Bitson, and you step into the gym and you hear all the noise. It just seemed like there's a different atmosphere here at Booker T. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's an active campus. I mean, with our student athletes, I mean, we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 student athletes in all our sports. And so everybody's practicing. Everybody's working out. Everybody's in the weight room. Everybody's running the track. It's active every evening here up until about 6 o'clock. You got softball going on. You got volleyball going on. You got all kind of things, football going on. And then we're all working out. We're either on the football field, on the baseball field, the softball field. Both gyms are full. You have a lot of things going on. So it's buzzing around here, no pun intended. But it is a very active athletic complex when everybody's here working.
So what are we to expect out of the Booker T. Washington Hornets basketball team this year?
A lot of fight, man. We feel like we have something to prove. We want to prove that we are who we said we were, which is a team that works hard, a team that plays together, and a team that wins. And so we want to prove that to ourselves first and make sure everybody else is aware of that as well. And so you're going to see a lot of intensity. You're going to see a lot of fun, a lot of togetherness, and a lot of fight is what you'll see.
Now, this year, you're not coming in as someone that's under the radar.
Right, correct.
You're coming in as someone that's the hunted.
Yeah,
so it's a different kind of atmosphere,
it's
different kind of
yeah. I mean, you have the rabbit and the gun, and we definitely do not have the gun this year. We had it a little bit last year, but we don't have it this year. Now we are getting hunted, and it's very, very apparent by some of the things that other schools and programs have done over the spring and summer to try to align themselves with us, which is fine, and that's what you want, competition. And but we still feel like we know we are the team to beat, and we know we are hunted. We talk about it a lot. We don't run from it. We're going to hit it straight head on and face any competition that comes our way. We have a tough schedule, so we're going to be prepared come playoff time.
What are your seniors saying about being hunted this year? Because this is something new for them. They never experienced it. What are they saying? They
got a lot of attention over the spring and summer due to their play last year, and so now they know that the target is on their back, and so they're excited about that new prospect of being the hunted. And so they're taking it all in stride, and they're making sure that they hold themselves accountable along with their teammates, because this is it for them. They know there is no tomorrow when it comes to them. So my seniors have really stepped up, and they've really shown accountability in the weight room, on the court, and holding the younger players accountable as well.
Now, you got a freshman that you was talking about before we got on here, that you are looking forward to seeing him on the court.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your freshman class that's coming in.
Well, I like my freshman class. There's a kid, DJ Laster, who I think has a chance to play some significant minutes this year. He's tough as nails, and he doesn't complain. I really like the way he competes every day. Just recently, he really showed me that he can handle bigger, stronger, faster, older athletes in the gym. And so that really opened my eyes to think that, okay, he got a chance to play some significant minutes this year. He has some work to do in terms of off-the-ball defense, but on the ball defensively, he's a dog. I mean, he hounds you, and he's not backing down from anybody who has the ball in their hands. And that mentality with me and the way we play is something that became noticed and apparent with him.
Do it remind you of that Hornet pride?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. You know,
hold on. When I say Hornet pride, there was a different glare that came on your look on your face.
Because when you talk about Hornet pride, I mean, you're talking about some legends and some hostile environments and some just dog nasty play between those games when you played McLean and Central and Douglas, you know, and this group of kids, while they're not that big in stature, they have that same fight and that same dog in them. And DJ, the freshman we're talking about, also has that. So that excites me.
So how do you instill that in the rest of the group?
Accountability. In my mind, that begins with what I expect and what I lay out, but it has to be cultivated through the group. So the dogs that are in the group has to hold the non-dogs accountable and say, hey, man, you're not bringing it. Because we all know with peers, when your peers are the ones holding you accountable, it means more. Because not too many peers want to let down their other peers. And so it starts with me. I can't have a bad day in practice. Neither can my best player. Those two people cannot have a bad day in practice. And so if we both have a good day in practice, that trickles down to everybody else. And so, and I tell my kids, hold me accountable as well. If I'm not out there doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm dragging and I'm not being a dog as a coach, because that's how I like to think of myself, as a guy out there that's going to be hostile and demanding, then they need to check me on that, because I'm going to check them on that as well.
So when you said that, it reminded me of the movie Rebound, where Martin had to run suicides. Have you started running suicides with players?
Oh, yeah. We run lines almost every day.
No, you said we.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's where I draw the line, man. I'm not getting out there running suicides. I can't do that.
Not one?
I got one down the back end, but that's it. I don't want to blow a tire. I don't want to blow a tire. I'll leave that for our girls coach to do that. He's younger than me. He can get out there and do that.
I was thinking about that probably about 2 weeks ago. I said, can I do one suicide? I said,
now see, you said down and back. Now suicide? No, I'm not getting out there doing one suicide. I can walk it.
I was thinking that about 2 weeks ago, about a couple weeks ago. I was wondering, can I do one?
Now, if somebody challenged me, I'm gonna do it.
I think I can do one.
If somebody say, man, you can't. No, don't tell me I can't do something.
Yeah, I think I can do one. It might take me a couple of stops in between.
That's all right.
And it might not be fast.
Hey, just remember the total won the race.
Yeah, I think I can do one.
You can do one.
I think I can do one.
You can do one.
I might not be able to do. I might not be fast.
That don't matter.
But I think I can do one.
It doesn't matter. As long as you get it done. That's all that matters.
And it's touching the lines too.
Got to touch the line. That's the difference between winning and losing. Little things.
That's it.
That's what got us last year. Little things. It's always a little thing.
So when's the first game, Coach?
November 21st, we're going to the Lions Den at Douglas.
Woo!
November 21st, 7 p.m. We got to travel to Douglas. My kids wanted a tougher schedule, so we delivered.
So what's so tough about this schedule from last year?
So this year we're headed to, of course, like I said, we're going to Douglas, and then we have Tournament of Champions. You got your Wasso, you got Millwood, you got Dale. You got some really good teams with good players on them. Defending champions of Wasso is in there. So you also we're going to Quincy, Illinois to a Quincy shootout, which has Sunrise, Link Prep, Tulsa Catholic, different programs like that, Chaminade on that level. We go down there. Then we have another showcase we're going to in Springfield, Missouri, Queen City Classic. And same thing. You got Link and you got Sunrise is in that again, and you have Chaminade is in that. You have us in there. You have a lot of high-level programs with 4 stars out there playing.
So did you tell them when you go down there at Chicago, there's a different type of ball down there?
Oh, man. You can tell them, but they got to find out.
It's not none of those tiddly winks like
no. You got
to go down there and play some ball.
You better bring it. We're going to see where we are. And then our district, in my mind, Collinsville is still good, but it got better with the additions that East Central made this year. And so then you have other teams like Guthrie and Shawnee who are solid teams. Bishop Kelly, solid, and so those teams are going to be formidable opponents. And so we don't have any days where we can walk into the gym and say, okay, we're going to win by 50 and let's move on. I don't think that. And then Memorial on the other side, the other district is good. Rogers is good on the other side. Teams like Coweta and teams like that are really good, well-coached teams in Edison. So we're going to have our hands full, no matter which way you slice it. Getting to state will be tough, and winning state will be tough.
It's game time.
It's game time. It's game time, man. We are excited. We're ready to go, man. I hope the fans, y'all make sure y'all come on out here and pack the hive when it's time to play. Come give these kids some love, man. These kids deserve all our love and support. They feel better when they see us in the stands. And so I really hope the community of Booker T comes out, and the community of all these schools. Come out and show your love for those kids because they need us. They really do.
It's game time.
It is.
All right, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
2 dogs.
Peace out. All right, you welcome back to the $2 Sports Talk Show. We're here with the brand new Booker T Washington Hornets girls basketball coach, Coach Harlan. What's going on, sir?
I appreciate you for having me, man. Nothing much. Just trying to get them right. That's about it.
So you at a new resident, just like moving to a new resident at home.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be at a new home, trying to figure out what's new, where the bathroom is, where the sink is, where to put your dishes?
Right. It's a blessing. I will say that just to be here, just with the tradition here at Booker T, being a graduate from here, you kind of understand what the expectations are. But at the same time, it's a new building, so I do need to learn my way around with with the bathrooms and everything like that. But everything's good so far, though.
But you coming from a program at Rogers that you took from ground up to where it became a formidable team, and each year y'all went to state and made a good showing.
Right.
What do you expect to do here at Booker T?
Just add on to what they already have. Is just bring my my knowledge over here with these girls that already worked hard. It's already proven group. Just add to it and just kind of share my knowledge, like I said before, and just get them goal oriented and to where we can reach that goal ball.
Because the thing is, you're following a coach that made great strides here at Booker T.
Definitely.
And so what do you expect your first year to be here?
We don't expect nothing less than a goal ball. That's just that's what we talk about. That's what we gonna do, and that's how we approaching it this year. It's like, when we bring in, me coming over here with my expectations from what I had last year and their expectations, them going to the semifinals. We played each other twice, so I think we're bringing each other together for a reason, and the Gold Ballers that reason.
So, how has you been accepted by the young ladies this year coming over here?
Well, I think they're getting to know me just as well. I'm getting to know them. I think everything is still on the on a learning build, on a learning curve. But we're gonna have our ups and downs. That's just part of it. But I think for the most part, everything's going in the right direction.
So have you had it where they ain't the way we did it last year? I came into it when I used to coach at Gilcrease. I heard that out my first year coming in. They do something. Ain't the way we did it last year. I can't help how you did it last. Have you heard they did?
I haven't. I have not. Right now, they probably said it behind my back or whatever, but I haven't heard it personally. But I mean, that's expected. They're human. They're kids, and they're gonna, they're used to, especially the seniors, been doing things for the same way for 3 years now, 4 years, going on 4 years. So those things got, there are some things that they did successfully last year. And so I understand if they felt like that, but it's a different direction. So we trying to move on from that.
So, what is your philosophy coming over here as
Mhm.
far as style of play that you're bringing from where you came from to over here? That's different.
I think each year is different, no matter where I'm at. I mean, even when I was over there at Rogers, we played differently each year just based on our personnel. And over here, we pretty much got all the pieces that we need to have to be successful. So just get up and down the floor is how I like to play, and so I think that once we establish that, I think we'll be pretty well.
By looking at the talent that you have, just for the short term that you've been in here,
Mm-hmm.
what have you seen with the young ladies that you have? What have you seen wise? Do they like to get up and down the floor? Do they like to press? Do you have a lot of shooters? What type of talent do you have?
Like I said, I think it's talented across the board. I feel like they check each box as far as having those shooters, having the high basketball IQ. They work hard. Like I said, I think the thing that I can bring to them is just the understanding of the game and how to use those pieces and collectively come together as one and to achieve their goal. So I think that once they understand that part of the game, I think that that's when everything will be successful on that.
Now, have you been hazed yet by Coach Brown? And what kind of hazing? Have you had to get the new donuts? Have you had what kind of hazing have Coach Brown them did to you yet?
I want to tell some people that's out there that don't know things about Coach Brown, man. Absolutely great coach. I ain't taking nothing from him, right? But on the flip side of that, huh? You gotta learn how to be a friend, man. He trying to pick on me. He don't want to let me in the gym over there and stuff like that. He want to keep it to himself, but it's okay. We trying to work it out, man. Yeah, he gotta be a better friend than that, man.
I know, man. You got to forgive him.
Yeah,
man.
man.
He okay.
I'm praying for him, man.
He okay. And then he get his assistants, to come do his dirty work.
I'm be honest with you, he won't talk to me a lot. He said, man, I can't talk to him unless I win. So I'm on a different table than him. So I got to go through his assistants to get to him sometimes. He treat me bad, man.
I know, man. I get it. I get it. I understand. I get it.
I know it's levels to it. I understand.
I know how it works, man. Yeah, bring us some of the brown donuts, man, and he'll be okay.
I got you.
Yeah, bring some donuts in the morning. He'll be all right.
Yeah, man.
He'll be all right.
I got you.
So, what are you the conference and everything that you're dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
Your freshmen, are you going to be playing more freshmen, or do you got a lot of freshmen that's coming in that you think might play up, or how does it work?
We actually only have 2 freshmen right now, but our upper class is pretty much loaded, and so we have 4 seniors. We have 3 or 4 juniors, and then we have like 5 sophomores. So it's pretty balanced. Our team is pretty balanced as far as age is concerned, but Those freshmen are looking good. I like what they bring to the table. They're going to be, once they keep starting to working and get the knowledge of the older girls, how to play varsity basketball. They'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your first game is against Douglas also, or is just the young men that's going to Douglas, or you going to Douglas?
See what I mean? See, now we're going back to the Eli Brown thing. See, but they started November the 21st. We don't start until December the 3rd. We'll host Nathan Hale Rangers here at Booker T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what type of scrimmages do you have in between there before that very first game?
We got some good scrimmages ahead of us. We first going after Broken Arrow. They got a super scrimmage out there in Broken Arrow, which is going to be tough for us. And just seeing the 6A 6A teams. Then I believe we go to I believe it's Sapulpa and follow up Glenpool and things like that. So we got some some good scrimmages coming up that's going to test us and see where we at early on.
Okay. What impact? I'm going to ask you this question. What impact has this year of the WNBA have had on your girls this year that you've seen?
That I've seen, honestly, they talk about it more. That's the first thing, and just having those girls out there that can see the floor and move the ball. I think Sabrina, they like her a lot just because of her shoes for one, and then second of all, she does the triple doubles and things like that. So I feel like with that approach of having that triple double and understanding points, assists, and rebounds and things like that will bring their game out a little bit more for us being polished. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We want to thank you. Good luck this year at the Hive, your first year.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. What's up? This is Drone, $2 Sports Talk Show. We're here doing our high school basketball roundup. I'm here with Coach Walker of the Tulsa Central Braves, Lady Braves. What's going on, Coach?
Not much. You doing all right today?
I'm doing real good. We're in a new season, new beginning. What do you expect this year? How you feeling?
Graduated 4 seniors last year, and graduated one really talented, Monte Davis. She's at NEO right now, so we're gonna be young. We'll have one senior, Jatavia. Might have Courtney back. We don't know yet, but Jatavia didn't play. She didn't start since she was a freshman, so she's probably one of the best defenders we didn't had here the last 3 years. Real tough kid, so she's gonna have to score a little bit more this year. And then we got 2 sophomores that were freshmen last year. Saw a little varsity run every now and then, Miracle and Jackie. So they'll have to fill some big shoes this year, step up and do a little bit more than what I think they was gonna have to do as sophomores. But I think they'll be prepared. We played the ORU team camp, and they surprised me. I didn't think we was gonna play as well as we did, and every game we played pretty well and had a chance. So that was good to get out there and see them do that at the ORU team camp. And, that's kind of tough also. How you play those 3 games in one day. So them having to play those 3 games in one day, then come back the next day and play 3 and then play 2, just get them to do that and play at a high level was really good. So it gave me a little hope.
Now last year probably was each year you've improved.
Yep.
And so last year probably was the furthest you've been since you've been here at Central. Close to it.
No, that was the year before that. We went to area. So we was in area back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in 20 years. They had. So last year, like I said, we had a hiccup. We lost Courtney at the beginning of the season.
But you still went.
Yeah, we figured it out. It took me a while. Sometimes as a coach, you have to make adjustments, to what, we had done stuff one way all summer, and then, we lose a player, and then now all of a sudden we got to change and make adjustment. And it took me a while. I told my assistant coaches, hey, y'all throw away all them plays and just don't worry about nothing until hey, we might do this by game. But once we figured it out, we switched up defenses. We still played man, but we got out of 2-3. We used to play matchup 2-3. We got out of that, and we moved more to a 1-3-1 matchup zone, which in the second semester was better for us and kept us in games and gave us opportunities. So we played a lot of man in a 1-3-1 matchup.
So what was that like as a coach, having to adjust on the fly and still be able to keep going? What was that like? How did the girls handle that?
Well, I think they handled it. We some some of the plays were the same, but we had to do it in a different way. So, and when you're coaching here at Central, especially on the girls' side, I don't get the talented players like everybody else. I don't get girls that play all summer long. I might have 3 or 4 every year that play. So what I'm doing that every year. We got to change up how we play every year unless I got a group of girls, which I graduated 4 seniors. One of them played 4 years, the other 2 played 3. So now you got a group of girls that kind of know what's going on, so they're used to it. So it's easy to adjust. You can adjust to them as they get better. They get better every year. You can do a little bit more. So now we're like, this year we're gonna have to wind back a little bit, simplify it. But as they get better, we can add more.
So the adjustment process is an ongoing adjustment process
Yep.
each year.
Yeah.
So it makes you a better coach.
Yeah, you got to coach. It ain't like everybody else. I'm not knocking the rest of the coaches, but there's a couple of them. They can line up out there. They got 10 players. They come in here, hey, 5 on the floor, sub 5 in. They ain't losing nothing. No, they can, and they know what they got every year.
You don't know what you're gonna have.
I know some of the ones I'm gonna have, but I don't know. If this kid in junior high is gonna be here. They might go somewhere else, and we're gonna get a talented. A lot of these kids get these move-in kids. So we've been fortunate enough the last couple of years since I've been here to have somebody transfer in. We did this year. We didn't get a kid transfer in this year. We didn't have the kids that came in as freshmen and been here, or sophomores and been here for 2-3 years. So that didn't help out. But this year, right now we got a couple new kids as freshmen. So we'll just have to see.
So it's like the movie Rebound, where you're walking down the hall, you see somebody, you going in the classroom, say, hey.
I do that every year. I do that every year. Hey,
do you play basketball?
Yeah, that's every year. Hey, I just look at you. You can run. If you can run and jump, I can do something with you.
I get it. I understand it. So, what are you expecting out of your girls this year?
We'll be the same. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna play defense. That's a non-negotiable. Everybody know. They all understand that part. Hey, we're gonna guard. Just be able, win 10 games or more, come out this year and just play hard. When you play hard, everything else will take care of itself.
So basically, because I heard you say a lot, I need 10 games. So basically, you can figure out if I can get 10 games, we can do something with that.
If we can win 10 games with a group of young kids, then next year, you can win more games. And I got a group of 8th graders that got a chance to be pretty good. Got one that's really good, and a bunch of other ones that are good. So if they can do what they're supposed to and get better, then they can come in and they can help out next year with those kids who already play. So you add some good kids with some kids that play. So now you're just gonna get a little bit better.
What makes it so difficult when it comes to female basketball, especially at this age? What makes it so difficult with getting the young ladies to come out?
It's just I don't know. It's they always say they're gonna work. Some of them say they work, some of them they just don't know, But it's like I told you earlier, I'll get a kid to come in, they'll last for a month or 2. And if they make it for a month or 2, their friend gonna come the next month and say, hey, coach, can I come play? And my favorite line to him is, the only reason you coming in now is because your friend made it. And she told you it ain't as hard as you think. And they think it's hard. Do we work hard? I'm gonna be honest, yes, we do. Because I didn't come here, when I got this job, I told Mr. Gilly, and he laughed about this all the time, him and Nate, hey, Central girls basketball need me. So guess what? Hey, I got to back that up.
Right.
So when we come in here, hey, we going to work. I don't care who I got. As long as I got 5 kids. My first year, the second part of the season, we played with 6 kids most of the time. So, hey, if we got 5, hey, that's what we going to go with. And I guarantee them 5 kids going to play hard. They're going to be disciplined. Hey, they're going to give everything they got. And you'll have a chance because we're 3A this year, so it's not as tough as 4A. So, but when we do go play the 3A teams and the 4A teams, some of them sometimes, we didn't play the tough schedule, so they don't phase us. We'll have a chance all the time. Even like last year, we were 1-8 or 9 going into Christmas. Come back, we win 9 games in a game we lost to go to the regional championship, which nobody probably thought we was gonna win any more games. But after Christmas, we was in every game we played. We just didn't find a way, to finish some games. But That's because they play hard and we play defense. And at the end of the day, if you can play defense, everybody know you have a chance every night. You ain't got to be great offensively. Just play defense because as well as a lot of people ain't scoring a lot of points. They think they gonna score a lot of points, but when you really get to January, end of January, February, it ain't a lot of 80, 50, 60-point games unless you got two really, really good teams going. But you just watch those scores; they're 40s and 50s, most of them. I tell my girls, we can keep them to 35 and we can get 40. We can find a way to win.
So what confidence did that do for your girls last year to see that, hey, we started here, but we ended up here? What confidence did that do?
It gave me, you could see towards the end of the season that that confidence was there. It's one girl I talk about all the time, Clarice Padillo. She played and she made, she at the beginning of the season, she was frustrated down because she put some time in the gym during the summertime. But then you could see towards the end of the season that work started to pay off. Games where she having making big plays, getting 8 points, about 6 or 7 rebounds, just finishing shots that she was missing early in the season. Same thing with Amari, they making passes, Monte making passes to them, they go through their hands, and I just say you just got to keep passing it to them because eventually they're going to catch them passes. But like I say, you look up towards the end of the season, they're making those plays, they're catching the ball, and then you had Justine, she lived in the gym, shot a lot of shots, but then towards the end of the season, she made some big shots, in the game, So, it's not the confidence, it's the time you put in. And we put in a lot of time. So that time, you just got to be patient, I tell them it ain't like a microwave. You can't just put it in the microwave, it pops, and it's going to happen. You got to it's trust the process. You have to trust the process. And when you trust that process and what we do, it'll show up. It ain't gonna be there right away my biggest thing is you can't cheat the game of basketball. I say that all the time. You can't cheat the game.
So what effect have the WNBA and what you've seen, the improvement of the WNBA, the Clayton Clarks, the Anescu, and all this? What have seen what's happening in WNBA done to your girls? What have you seen in them?
Most of my girls don't even watch the WNBA like that. if I say WNBA, they laugh. They like who, what? They know. But if you say Steph Curry, they know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Because that's who they like. I don't hear any of them talking about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese like that.
Wow.
So they big Ja and Curry fans.
So do you think that if they started watching more of the WNBA and seeing that someone that's a woman look like them and seeing what they do, that it would give them more understanding, hey, I can do this also. That it's not just a man that can do it, but I can do it.
Yeah, because I show them like a lot of times, so we got kids that play in college. So a lot of times what I do is I would send them links of the game so they can watch them. Or if it's a game on ESPN, I really don't do the WNBA like I do college, because when the college game's on, because like right now, you in football season, they ain't really watching. And during the summertime WNBA, some of them might watch it, like I say, but they ain't watching it like that because they ain't even in the house to watch it like that. But like when during the season, a lot of college games, hey, I'll send me and my assistant coaches, hey, this is what on tonight. This is what y'all need to be watching, to get an understanding of this is what you can do. College basketball, some of y'all say y'all don't play at the next level. You need to watch the former players that play here. Watch these girls from South Carolina, this and that, So I think it helps them. And I think if they watch the WNBA, but even the boys don't watch basketball like that. A lot of kids, they watch highlights.
Right.
So we in a generation of where they watch highlights.
Yeah.
And my girls do that. I can look at their phone sometimes. I go, what y'all watch basketball? They watching a highlight. They ain't watching the game.
Yeah.
They sitting there watching a highlight.
Yeah.
Because they want it now.
Yeah. I said, I was just talking about that all the time. I'm like, I asked we was at a family gathering. I asked I said, how many of y'all sit here and watch football? All y'all say y'all play football, y'all like football, but how many of y'all sat and watched a football game? All of them play, but none of them said they watch football games. Then how do you know what's going on? How do you know fundamentals? How do you know how to play if you don't sit and watch a game?
But that's the difference between your really, really good players. Because your really good players, they watch. They students of the game. They watch. You got a lot of kids that are athletic, play off athletic ability. So they don't really. I can run, jump, all that. But then you got the kids that aren't as fundamental. I mean, as athletic, fundamental. They study the game, and then you can tell a kid who's athletic who really studies the game because you can tell by the way they play and the way they move.
So, speaking of playing, who y'all got first?
First game, oh man, hold on, I gotta think. Oh hell, yeah.
Okay.
That's over Thanksgiving break, that Tuesday.
Wow.
So
You got them here or
here,
is it hell?
here.
Okay. Okay. So y'all gonna be ready?
Oh yeah, we'll be ready. Not as I didn't want to play that game early, but hey, but it is what it is. So hey, we'll be ready.
Okay. So y'all got how many scrimmages y'all got in between there?
Right now we got 2 set up now, so still working on some. So, but we'll be ready. One thing about us, we get better as the season go along. So what we look like at the beginning of the season in November and December is not what we're gonna look like in January and February. So and it goes back to me figuring out what they can and can't do. Because as a coach, you can put all you want to in, but then you got to, when it's game time, you got to figure out, hold up, we ain't good at this. So now we got to take that out. We got to throw that out. And because again, like in the scrimmages, everybody playing, but you don't really tell. You really can't tell what you doing. Scrimmages, because people holding stuff back. Ain't nobody out there running their main plays. You know, you got some that do. You know exactly what they gonna do. But I don't go out there. When I go out there in scrimmage, we just going out there and play. Now it might be one game where I really coach them up, and when I say coach them up, we're going to run some plays, and I'm going to control it and all that. But most of the time, I let them play to see, because I need to see what you can do without me telling you what to do.
Right.
Because I coach, that's a lot of I do. I let them play. This year, we can't play as much as we have in the past, but I like to let them play. I don't like to control everything offensively. Now, I'm going to control it on defensively, but when I need to control it on offense, I will. So this year, we'll try to play up and down a little bit more, because we won't be good in the half court early, so we're going to have to be able to run up and down the floor a little bit more.
So you finna do some Coach Carter?
Huh?
You finna do some Coach Carter?
Yeah. Like, try. Not, I'm going to try.
All right. Well, hey, it's almost game time.
Yeah, well,
2 more months.
We got some time.
2 more months.
So we'll be ready.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it, Coach.
I appreciate you.
All right. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
$2 Sports Talk Show. Basketball Roundup. Peace. What's up? This is Drone, $2 Sports Talk Show. We're doing our basketball high school roundup. What's going on? We're here with Coach Richardson of the Tulsa Central Braves. What's going on, Coach?
Not much at all.
So you had a basketball tryout today. How'd they go?
It went as good as what I thought it was going to be. It started from 4 to 6. We got done at 5:40. So it went better than expected as far as getting people in and out and seeing what they can do.
Okay. So you've been here at Central for 2 years, and now you're the head man. What's the difference between being the assistant and being the head coach?
The mentality. As assistant, it's more so I got to pick the kids up. Now it's not my job to pick them up. It's my job to actually, to motivate them, to get them believing in what we need to do as a team to get to the next level, which sometimes is not the friendliest way. Sometimes it's not the best way or the most, how can I say this, the nice coach way of things. So my whole mentality flipped as soon as they gave me the keys to the job.
When you say flipped, because you have a pedigree background from family history, did it flip to that family history background, or where did it flip to?
I guess in a sense it did, because once I was applying for this position, I already had my grandfather in my ear, my cousin in my ear, my uncles in my ear, already telling me what, the things that they did would make them successful. So all I'm doing is I'm trying to not make the mistake. I'm trying to learn from their mistakes, so I won't make their mistakes, so I can always just keep gradually building inch by inch.
So, what is it about Central? What should we expect this year from the Tulsa Central Braves?
Um, expect chaotic defense, effort. It's gonna be some fun basketball in all sense. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch. They're gonna be playing hard. They already will run through the wall for me. Um, just the intensity of things will just, it changed the culture in the last, I guess, few years that, it's been down a little bit.
Is it going to be that 40 foot of nonstop, hard nosed defense that we used to seeing from a Richardson?
My grandfather called it 40 minutes of hell, but it's gonna be Nolan Richardson, the fourth version of the intensity. It's a little bit more. How can I say this? I have the old school in me, but I'm also moving with the new times of things. How to get the kids. I know the way I coach, the way coaches coached me when I was in high school is totally different from the way the kids are coached today. As far as you can't be the same way you did when I was in high school playing with these kids now today. So my main thing is just try to get to motivate them in any way that I can see fit. I try to get to know my players all real well as far as the personalities, what they like, what they don't like, get to know their lives, get to know everything, so I can so I know how to push their buttons. I know what gets them going. I know what don't get them going.
Now, did the players say, "Coach, you changed"? Hold on, Coach. Where did this coach come from?
No, they don't say that. Honestly, it went from they used to come to me first. Now they don't come to me. They go to my brother Stefan. He's the cool one now. I'm the butthole.
you the mean one.
Yeah, and I know this overnight too, instantly. Usually they come, yeah. Now they go straight to him before they come to me.
So did it make you feel some kind of way, or did it make you say, I'm doing my job, I'm doing something right"?
Yeah, that actually makes me feel good for the fact that they have somebody that they can go to, knowing that I'm not that person that's gonna
Cuddle
them. Yeah, I'm not that. I'm gonna keep them accountable of everything, of all their actions, what they're doing, and they know that now. And like I said, it's kind of cool because I know both sides of them. I know the personality. I know when they're they see me as somebody that they can talk to as also, but also sometimes they see somebody like, okay, coach don't play right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I think it's a great thing because I know all the that's another benefit of being here at Central. Since I've been here, I know all the kids. I know them real well. I know it's like only thing new was me actually being in the building teaching. That's the only thing that has me more nervous coming into here. Like, am I going to be a good teacher? Am I going to do this thing? Because I want my classes to be well. But as far as the basketball part, oh man, that's the joy. That's the love.
That's the relaxation, the break that you get. So what do you got? What do you have come back? Because you knew the players. What do you have coming back this year?
So I have 3 seniors at the moment right now. We still have to try out there's quite a few football players that wants to come to basketball now all of a sudden. But I have a returning Jeremiah Moore. He's our returning player. Last year he probably at the end of the year he's probably our best player. He's in football right now. We have JoJo. JoJo's back. JoJo's a senior. He started a lot this past year. We have him back. We have Ralph Stokes. He's a junior. He's in football. He'll be back. He'll help us. He will help us out a lot. And then we're young. We have a lot of sophomores and freshmen and quite a few more juniors just trying to find their way.
So your leaders, who are going to be more your leaders? Is it going to be your underclassmen more? Do they seem like more your leaders than your seniors, or who's going to be more your leaders on your team?
I have 2 seniors that's probably going to be my leader, and then a junior, Jeremiah. He'd be probably one of the leaders too, as far as knowing everything, knowing how everything works, and I coached Jeremiah. I was a freshman coach here, and Jeremiah, that junior class was my freshman class. That's when I was a freshman coach here.
So he pretty much know
Mhm.
what you're looking for.
Yes.
So he pretty much can understand where he can teach the other ones.
Mhm.
Okay, coach don't like that. Coach ain't just put up with that.
Yep.
So you pretty much have someone on the floor that
Mhm.
can tell everybody what you like and what you don't like.
Yep.
How does that make your life as a first year coach easier?
Oh, it makes it wonderful to have kids well, I don't have to do all the talking. They can do the talking for me. Matter of fact, there was times where freshmen we have practice and I have to go do something. He'd coordinate the first 40 minutes of our workouts before we get into everything. He was like, when I get back, coach, we got everything done. Then let's get into our next whatever we got to do next. So, and it's not just him. It's Ralph. I can go down the line, Javion. It's all of them going and buying and believing in what we can do here.
What are you expecting out of your team this year?
I'm expecting basically effort. More importantly, effort. Effort, hard work, willing to want to compete, willing to win, even if we don't win, just somebody that there's teams. I mean, I've seen people that they get accustomed to losing, which is that's what it is. It doesn't bother them. These kids, it bothers them when they lose. It's prideful. It's everything. Just more importantly, I get everything out of them.
Because you look around, you got the pictures of the championship teams with the tuxedos on. You got the 103 state championships on the wall. What does that do for your players to see when they walk in here and they see these things on the wall? How does that motivate them?
Oh, it motivates me. It motivates them in a lot of ways too, because they see this and just to talk about it or having a chance to have your name on the wall. And I didn't win the state championship. I was close, but yeah, just to see that, I didn't get a chance to try to get a chance as a coach, and that's just an awesome thing. And it's funny because you say that because even in my interview, one of my things I said to him, which every time, which is cool, before the game starts, the announcer reads off all the boys state championships every game. And I told him, and that just motivates me. That just gets me excited. Like, dang, like just to be a part of the Brave Nation, the atmosphere from playing it and now coaching it.
Because I know what it does for me. I'm a Central Brave alumni, and our whole class, our class was the one that put the 100 up on the wall. Our class was one of the first ones to have a tuxedo picture, class of '92. And we take pride in that as a class. And I know what it does for us when we talk about it. And so that I can only imagine what it does for athletes when they come in here and they see it on the wall to say, I want to be like that. I want to have my name on the wall. How does that feel to get them to say, Coach, we're going to be the next one to put our name on the wall?
I went for one of them to say that, actually. Ain't none of them said that to me yet, as far as I'm going to be my name on the wall, just out said that. But we have a few in there that do have that hunger and dog, and they spend a lot of time in the gym working on their craft to be able to have a chance to compete and to have a chance to win and hopefully get their name somewhere on the wall. But it's just, they look at these and I think their first thing is, dang, Central was that good back in all these times? Because it's something that's lost. If you're not looking in the gym, not seeing the history of it, if you just hear Central last few years, it's like, oh, Central they're just another school in Tulsa.
Yeah.
But yeah, me personally, I think it's exciting, and I know they do, because when I first came in my senior year, moving here to Tulsa, my senior in high school, and walking in here with Terry Scott showing me everything and seeing all this, oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this is where I'm coming.
Yeah, Coach Scott. Yeah. Yeah. So it starts when? When is that first whistle blow?
As far as it's already blown in that sense of trying to get it right. But as far as
that whistle blow where the ball goes up in the air, that first tip,
that
and
starts
it's game time.
November 26th against Nathan Hill. That's the official. That's when actually, I guess, the first game. But October 1st when the whistle starts for me, though. You know, really starts for me. October 1st. I can't wait for that day too.
Who is that on October 1st?
Oh, that's the first day we can actually get busy, get working on all our stuff we need to, defenses, offenses, mindset, just the whole culture of things. I can really do the grade checking, make sure they got their stuff done, because you know I want all my kids to have a chance to go on and play to the next level if they have the ability to, if they want to.
Okay. I think your eyes just lit up. you just your whole expression just changed. It just lit up. You ready to go.
Yeah, you know, I have a calendar in there. It's marked crazy as far as just the day. I'm just here, and it's flying by too. It's crazy. Like when I was in high school, it seemed like time was standstill. Now you're older, time just, you look up, you know, it's already gonna be December.
Yeah.
So
October 1st, one more week.
October 1st, one more week, which is crazy.
One more week. One more week. So November 26th, the ball is tipped.
Ball is tipped.
It's game time.
Game time.
So you gonna get any sleep the night before?
I'm gonna try to, but probably not. I won't. I probably won't get no sleep during this whole first year. I know my name helps me out a lot of ways, but I know my name also hinders me in a lot of ways too, because most people believe in me, but some people, you know, believe in because of the name. And I know it's my job as me being who I am, Nolan Richardson, before.
It comes with expectations.
Yes.
And no, it makes you it causes you to work harder because you want to live up to those expectations.
Mm-hmm. And I don't, this wasn't given to me. And I want to make sure whoever doubts me, you know, those are my W's. As far as being on the court and outside the court. But this is honestly, it's an amazing journey. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be here talking to you, and just to have this opportunity to come back to my roots and man, just make some noise over there. Yeah. Most people say I'm quiet.
Yeah, that's what they told me when they told me. They said you finna go over there and I said, yeah, I'm finna go interview him. They said, I'm shocked because he don't talk. But hey, I'm ready. You got me out. You got me ready for anticipation to see what you want to do.
Oh yeah, you're gonna. When you watch Central play, you're gonna see a team that is hungry. That's gonna fight for all the 50-50 balls. That's gonna try to get all the rebounds. That's gonna run up and down the court. That's gonna be in shape. That's gonna be ready. I don't know about putting the ball in the hole right now, but as far as everything else, we're gonna give 110% effort.
That's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
If the other team can't score, all you gotta do is put the ball in the hole one time.
Mm-hmm.
You win. 2-0, that's all that matters. But hey, appreciate it.
I appreciate everything.
Thanks for the interview.
No problem at all.
$2 Sports Talk Show. Peace out.
Two Dogs Sports Show, we back, baby. Drone and Yo, you ready to go? Then let's start the show. Two Dogs are back with a brand new season, yeah, you know the reason. Sports talk, flavor, got that extra seasoning. Drone and Yo, stay on the go. Looking for scores and stats, then this your show. Two Dogs boss, they got to break down. Yeah, we throw down in T-Town. Look no further, you have just found the #1 sports talk show. Savage picks from Yo, big dog picks from Drone. Wanna welcome y'all back home. Can't forget the latest news. Yeah, them dudes. Plus we them boys. Please say the noise. Free giveaways. Highlights for the game today. Let's start the show. Come on, I lead the way.
What's up, everybody? You're on the $2 Sports Talk Show, and we're doing our high school basketball roundup 2024, and we at the Memorial Chargers Field House, and we're here with the girls basketball coach, Coach Hall. What's going on, Coach?
Oh man, not much. Glad to be here.
So this is your second year here at Memorial. What are some of the challenges that you had your first year here at Memorial that you had to get through first?
Just fighting through the adversities of a program that was kind of run down a little bit. Didn't have a lot of girls with the motivation to do the schoolwork. We didn't have a lot of girls that had the motivation to get in the gym and really work. So we went on and added, made sure they was getting to class, made sure they was taking care of the classroom first. And then, basketball-wise, skill sets were kind of low. We were talented, had a lot of athleticism, not a lot of skill. And we just honed in on that, honed in on getting to class on time, getting to class period, but making sure our grades were good.
Now, that's something that I heard quite a bit about, the motivation of the young ladies. What is it as a female coach? How is it that you motivate them? What is it that you do? And I know as being a father and having a young lady that play basketball, that helps out a great deal too. But what is it that you can do as a female coach to try to motivate them, to get them to understand the importance of being in a gym?
I think it's opportunity. Being a boy, when you first come out and you watching the pro football players, the pro basketball players, you dream of being like Mike, Kobe, LeBron. The girls really don't have that in the same sense, I remember Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Swoops and all of them. Lisa Leslie was dominant, but that's not the same as the boys' side as far as what it brings in. And then I don't think the money on the girls' side brings in enough to kind of motivate them. So I think this year, seeing Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and those girls really change the game and bring a spotlight to them, they're almost becoming more self-motivated. And I'm also seeing them think that, hey, there may be a chance for me to have life after high school, after college.
Now, last year it wasn't a great season, but any success from when you first started, what you deem as success, how do you grow from that from last year and get your young ladies to understand, hey, we didn't have the best of season, but there's growth?
Yeah, I don't think you ever set out and think you want to come in second. Everybody wants to end their season on a win. Unfortunately, only one team does it. I feel like last year was a success for this program in the sense that we did put up double-digit wins, and they only won 4 games a year before that. I think the team GPA is through the roof right now. I don't have a girl on the roster with lower than a C. We have girls not missing class. They're there every day. They're attentive. No discipline issues. So we've won on off the court stuff. On the court stuff, last year we knocked off Rogers. I want to say it's the first time in 20 years this school has beat Rogers. We were in the playoffs with a chance to make a deep run, and it's one shot, one possession, one bad call, could go either way, and we end up dropping those games. So we're very close to getting over the hurdle. So I think this year, for me, success looks like adding more wins to the win column, of course, but seeing me not have to do so much to try to create that culture, and seeing those girls that came back keep the culture going.
Now, what do you do to build on that success, where it's not just one win, 2 wins, but it's a multiple of wins and going to the next level? What do you do to build on that success?
I think it's the girls that's coming back, and not so much me. The culture is here now. Those girls figured out what it took to win, and how hard it is to win. Winning is probably the hardest thing you do in sports. And so the work that we have to put in every day, the grind, making every sprint, The young ones coming in the gym, they have to learn that. And if it's me again having to teach it, I haven't done my job right the first year. And so this year I'm seeing those girls that return and take the lead. And instead of me having to be the vocal point, I'm watching them do it. And it's pretty awesome.
So, as having your daughter on your team and coaching her, how do you intertwine that as a father? I know what it used to be for me coaching my son. How do you do that to let them know, hey, I'm not showing any favoritism to my daughter.
Yeah.
She has to work just as hard.
Yeah.
How do you do that to get them to understand, okay, if he's holding her to a higher standard, we got to be held to a higher standard also?
Probably the hardest thing in coaching your kid to do, but when we're in the gym, I'm not dad. She can call me dad, I don't care, but I'm not dad, I'm coach. And so I'm going to coach you like I coach every kid in the gym. If you jogging up and down the court, I'm going to get on to you the same way I get on to the next girl. If you do something great, I'm putting my arm around you and praising you for that too. It's just never going to be, I'm going to treat you a certain way because you're mine. And I'm probably a lot worse on her because she gets it not only in the gym, she going to get it when she get to the house and come watch this film with me. What were you thinking? You know, like, why did you make this play?
Yeah.
That was a good shot, you know? And so she's probably got a lot worse than any of those girls in the gym. But at the same time, it's got to be equal.
Right.
It's got to be equal.
See, you different. I didn't even let mine call me dad on the court.
Yeah.
Once we stepped off the court,
Yeah.
then you call me dad. But while we on the court, it was Coach Watts. And if you accidentally called me dad, I ignored him.
I might need to try that.
Yeah. And now, once we stepped off the court, it was dad. But as long as we was on that court in practice, it was Coach Watts, and that was it.
That's
and
it.
They understood that because I felt that I have to set that standard to let them know we're all the same.
Yeah.
And you all the same. So, who is that player besides your daughter that you expect them to take it to the next level this year?
Oh man, I got three of them that come to mind right away. Trinity Germany, she's a junior this year. Guard, quick, decent shot. She gets going and it's on. She has the ability, I'll tell you this, the first day she got here, we were doing tryouts, and I see her and she comes down the floor, and we're just doing two-line layups, full-court layups, and she goes to shoot the layup, her hand's at the rim, and I went, oh, she's that athletic? I said, sign her up. Coach, she don't have to do nothing else. We want her. She struggled last year, just remembering plays, just being like a player. This year, oh my God, she is one of the leaders. She is the biggest leader on the floor. If you go down and ask her a question, hey, where are you supposed to be right here? She can tell you. She knows where everybody's supposed to be. I'm looking for her to have a big year. Jalen Doan's another one. She's my point guard. She's heady. She's smart. She's handling the ball well. She's also a returner that's leading. And then AJ, Autumn Wright, she is one of my bigs in the middle. Super athletic, super quick, jumps out the gym. She's physical and tough and rebounds the ball really, really well. Those three girls, if they do what I think they're going to do this year, accompanied with what my daughter Matea is supposed to do, the four of them they should wreak havoc on the district. But I need all four of them to do it.
Okay. So what I hear is that I should be hearing Memorial name going further into playoffs this year.
Well, that's
and
the goal.
Memorial being one of the teams to beat in Tulsa.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Do they know that?
They know that's the goal. They know that's the goal. They still got to get it done. I mean, I'm just a believer, I can say we're going to come out here and I'm going to give you 30 every night, but I got to give you 30 every night. I can't come out here and give you 30 this night and give you 2 the next night.
Right.
So we've been talking a lot about consistency. We've been talking a lot about accountability. And those 4 girls have been doing it. And I think I don't think we can win a championship just with those 4. We're gonna need 5, 6, 7, 8 to get it done. And we need all of them. We need everybody. We need our managers to be great.
So you need to be like the water boy.
Everybody. Everybody.
So who was the first game this year?
First game, we opened up with Durant.
Here or there?
Here. November 22nd.
Are they gonna be ready?
Oh, we gonna be ready? We'll be ready. We'll be ready. Game plan will be intact. We'll be ready. I know Durant's gonna be ready. Great coaches over there, so it's not gonna be an easy win. They're tough. They play physical. We'll be ready.
Okay. It's game time.
It's game time. It's here.
Yeah, it's game time.
Best time of the year, man. Like yesterday was like Christmas.
So did what changed yesterday in practice? Because yesterday was October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
You had them a little bit longer. What changed?
Intensity. I've been warning you. Now I'm holding you accountable for it. So I gave you the warnings for, a month or so. Now you gotta get it done. Yeah, you gotta get it done. So accountability, and I think it's the intensity of practice.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We ready?
We ready. I'm ready. I don't know about them, but I'm ready. This is the best time of year, man. There's nothing better.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Game time.
Game time.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Hope to see you.
All right. We'll be here.
Yes,
$2
sir.
Sports Talk Show. Peace. What's up, everybody? This is Drawn with $2 Sports Talk Show. We're doing our high school basketball 2024 roundup, and we're here with the Memorial Chargers High School Boys Basketball Coach, Coach Allison. He's a veteran of the show. What's going on, Coach?
Drone, good to be with you, man.
Nice to have you. Hey, we can't decide to come to you this year, so you having to travel way north.
That's awesome of you guys. We're glad you're here. You're always welcome.
October 1st
Mm-hmm.
came yesterday,
Yes, sir.
and now it's time to get down to business.
No doubt.
What does that feel like?
Feels great. Feels great. We got an experienced group. We've been doing a lot of strength training, conditioning, really working on our skill work, really since last spring break. We really got 100% of our scoring from the playoffs back. We graduated 2 seniors last year, but all of our playoff productivity is back. Kids have been hungry. They'd stayed loyal to the program in this new day and age of people looking to leave or looking for the next best thing. Our top 10 players all stayed put. Got a strong junior and senior class, and October 1st means we've been serious since April. It's time to get even a little bit more serious because, we're 40 days away, maybe a little more than that, 40, 45 days away from throwing it up and making it count.
Now, last year wasn't your best season.
No.
But you were young.
You're right.
And it was a down season, and the old saying go, if you was gonna give Memorial, you better get them last year. What was that like? How tough was that season on you and on the fellas?
That's a great question. It was the standards that we've set over, really since 1994 state championship year, and really, since I've been here, we've gone to state every year, and then last year we were a game short. I think we were 19-1 last year against non-state tournament teams, and we were 0-8 versus state tournament teams, and some really, really good seniors last year in the Tulsa area just kept us from reaching, our normal goals. Along with, and then Booker T got us in the area consolation, and they got everybody back. And I'm sure we'll talk about what they got going on forward. But, we lost to nothing but state tournament teams, and we beat everybody that, was right on that line with us. So now this year, the goal is let's dominate non-state tournament teams, and then we need to beat state tournament teams now. There's no excuse about being young anymore. And to answer your question fully about last year, at the moments that was frustrating. Looking back at it, it was rewarding. We went 19-9 last year. That's a norm for a lot of programs.
A lot of programs. That's a great season.
Yeah,
but
and for us, it's not. And we're willing to accept that. And the kids, they felt it throughout the year. Looking back, though, there was a lot of growth, and with everybody staying loyal and being back, that was just part of their story. And so last year when we lost, it wasn't the end of anything. It was more like a to be continued. and that's where we're at right now.
Because I've seen a couple of your games during the summer
Mm-hmm.
league program, and I've seen a couple of times where you had to call the dogs off, but your substitutes that came in behind when you called the dogs off, they just as strong.
Yeah, no, we got
What does it feel to understand that I can go too deep,
right.
No matter who I put on the floor, I got that continuation
Right.
like I used to have.
No doubt. No, it just speaks to the depth of the kids and how everybody's improved. I mean, one thing we take a lot of pride on here is if you finish out this 4 years at Memorial, and you really put it, the day you step foot on this campus and you're committed to being a basketball player, we think that you're going to improve by the time you're a senior. And what you saw this summer with no matter who we put on the court was a real basketball player. And that's one thing we talk about. Like, if we suit you up, you're a real basketball player. And if we put you in the game, then we really trust you to make real basketball plays. So that's awesome that you were able to see that this summer. And I can't wait to show people throughout the city and throughout the state the depth that we have. And then, like with October 1st right now and it being practice time, it makes practice very, very competitive when you can put that many good players on the floor for any type of drill.
Now, look, you don't have anybody everybody's 6'2" and above on your pretty much your whole squad.
It looks like that at times. We got a handful of guards that are probably sub 6 foot, like scrappy, tough guards. But we are big. We do have. I can't put a lineup at times. We can't put a lineup at times of 6'2", 6'2", and then probably 3 or 4 6'5s out there. Well, we do have multiple guys, and they're versatile. We have guys that can play kind of all over the court and they're getting better at it. They're not completely, their skills aren't completely great at all 5 positions, but their versatility is there with certain matchups.
Now, one thing I did see that you have some shooters.
Yeah.
This year, where it was
last year
the
was
shooter
hard to
was
score.
far few in between,
Yeah.
but this year you have some knockout where they can knock them down
Mm-hmm.
from 3-point. How is that going to improve?
It's huge.
Your offensive skills.
It's huge. We got, hopefully we can put multiple guys out there that can hit threes. Last year, like you said, at times it was tough scoring. And the guys, a lot of it's the speed of the game slowing down, and that helps shooters a lot of the time. And then they've just put in work. Fabian Harris not hit the most threes for us last year, and he's back as a junior. He looks to increase his shooting percentage, and Antonio Love had some big games in the playoffs. He's capable of knocking multiple threes down. Those two guys I can name off the top of my head, that they can make 3 threes in a quarter. And I've said before that if you can make 3 threes in a quarter, you can change the game. And with those two guys, they're capable shooters like that. And like you said, our bigs who are versatile. Julio Cotton's made multiple threes in games. Isaiah Garrett's, Jaden Johnson, they've stretched out their range. Jarrell Colbert's another senior that's improved his shooting. So, the versatility with those guys, we're looking, when the ball goes in the basket, it makes it a lot easier to even play defense on that aspect when the ball's going in. And offensively, it opens up everything.
Now, what's the mindset of your players this year?
Yeah.
Since they didn't reach their goal last
Right.
year, but the mindset to have that mindset, the will to win.
Right.
What is that this year from them?
The mindset's just to keep improving and to enjoy every day competing and getting better. They know that they can be one of the best teams after what they went through last year. There's going to be different challenges this year, especially if we have improved as much as we think. There might be some people telling them they've already made it when they haven't. Until March 16th, which is after the season. March 15th is the state championship game. And hopefully we're in that thing. I mean, we plan on going to Oklahoma City, the big house this year where it's at. We plan on getting a hotel room for that weekend to play in it. But just to continued improvement, stay humble with it, to remember, last year's moments. Whenever you think you've made it, you haven't made it. And they just got to keep that, not being satisfied. And I think last year will be a constant reminder for them that even though they think they might have done something, until it's all wrapped up and we got collected the jerseys March 16th, there's still work to be done.
Now, one thing at Memorial, you're never the hunter.
Right.
You're always the hunted, even
Right.
even last year, and
Right.
you're going to get their best.
No doubt.
how are the players this year adapting to that, and
Yeah.
do they have the understanding to know that no matter who we are, because of what we have on our chest,
Right.
it's not the football team.
Right.
The basketball team is a whole different story.
No doubt.
When we got Memorial on our chest, people are going to give us their best.
No, they're fully adapted to that now. Last year was like trial by fire and trial by error. So they know now what it is, and now they're ready to hopefully dish it out a little bit and be dominant Memorial, not just Memorial, but a dominant Memorial team, and that's just going to come with seizing the moment and those 3 or 4 plays when you got a chance to extend something. Now it has to happen. When you got a chance to win that game, now you have to make those plays. So they're used to the target. If we do show improvement and we keep going, they're going to need to maintain that, and not just because this is what it's supposed to feel like, and now we relax. Now that's the time to even go tougher and go faster and go harder, and that'd be my job and us as a coaching staff. We're going to have to even in moments of achievement, bring them back to earth and be like, hey, this still ain't done nothing.
Now, who is that dog on your squad that's willing to, when the other team is down, they're willing to put their foot on their throat and say, okay, let's finish this?
Right. Now, we got a handful of guys that I can't wait for that moment to show. One guy that stands out to me, Antonio Love, I think, Antonio Love is a guy that's ready to dominate in moments. Our bigs, Jaleel, Jaden, Isaiah, Jarrell, they're going to be looking for that. A guy that didn't play much last year but did show some of that in the game against Booker T in the area consolation game, Cameron Highshaw is a tough kid that I don't care if we're up 20 in this summer league or we were down or you couldn't tell what the score was. And that's when you really separate with somebody. It's every play you play is 0-0. And he's got that in him where in pickup, you'd think there was 2,000 or 3,000 people in the stands the way how hard he's playing in moments. And that's that dog mentality when I don't know what the score is. I'm looking to win this play. I'm looking to dominate this play. I'm looking to take it from you on defense. I'm looking to attack you on offense. And he's got that in him. And then hopefully we just kind of have enough of those moments this year where it becomes contagious, where everybody has that kind of competitive character that just, it doesn't matter. We're going after you.
Now, what makes you still want to do this?
Oh, it's just every year it's different. Even though we got everybody back, now it's different because now these guys know. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to them as juniors and sophomores. Now I'm talking to them as juniors and seniors with a year of experience under the belt. So it's a whole nother relationship I have with them. It's a year older. That makes me want to do it. It's the relationships and how the relationships get to grow. And then we got a great freshman class right now. We got some strong sophomores, and just kind of see their maturation over. And I love Memorial, so I love the relationships. I love building, as competitive and winning as teams as possible. And I love doing that, representing Memorial, the community of Tulsa Memorial and Memorial basketball, because it's as important to me as anything in my life.
Now, what's the first game?
We have Fort Smith Northside coming in here for a boys-only game on November 21st. They're going to be a really strong team out of Arkansas. They're coming in here to play us November 21st.
What's up, everybody? This is Drawn with $2 Sports Talk Show. We're on our basketball roundup. We're doing our rounds, and we're here with Coach Sammy Mack of the East Central Cardinals. What's going on, Coach?
Man, it's all good.
You back home?
I came on back home.
You feel good, don't it?
It does. It does.
But you really don't know where the kitchen and everything is because you're in a new home. So you got to figure out where the kitchen is and where the pots and pans is because you're in a whole new home, Coach.
Yeah, it's a little different, but the floor is still the same. So we got business to take care of.
So how does it feel to be back here?
Really, it's a little strange, but God has a plan for all of us. You know, I never really had any intentions of ever coming back. And Gina, which was the principal, she kept talking to me. And I said, well, if I'm gonna finish my career, I might as well go ahead and finish it out here. And I decided to come back.
Because you left a program at KIPP, and you were doing some big things there.
Yeah,
and y'all started you started from the ground up, and you brought them young ladies to almost the pinnacle. So
yeah,
that was hard to leave, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really difficult because we had the first year we were knocking on the door. We made it to the area championship, and we had got beat in that. And then the next year we made it all the way into the state tournament, and we were doing great things. And my intentions was to not ever leave KIPP because I was building it from the ground up, and there was a lot of good things that were happening. Um, Pretty special young ladies. A lot of them came there to play for me. But at the end of the day, I had to figure out what it was that I needed to do and to be able to finish out my career coaching. And the door opened up for me to come back here.
There was some unfinished business here at East Central that you need to finish up with.
Oh, definitely. You know, when I left here, the team that I left was one game away from going to the state championship here. So it's going to take some time to build this. Coach Pitts, which was he took over for me, and then my cousin Jalen Thompson took over for Coach Pitts, and it's been a progress being made because a lot of kids left, and it was just bare. And my hat goes off to Jalen for the things that he had to go through with the program here in the district, trying to rebuild the program to do all of the things that we've done, and it just takes a lot of hard work, a lot of time.
So what do you have this year? What are you expecting out of young ladies this year that you have right now?
Well, anybody knows me, it's time to go play, baby. It's time to hook it up, regardless whatever. I walked in here, I had one girl in basketball. That's it. Right now I have 17 girls. Now, how much noise we're gonna make? As long as they keep working and keep doing what we'll make some noise down the road.
Did you have to go through the hallways and say, okay,
yes,
can you play?
Yes.
You play? Or did you have to say, okay, take that one girl and say, point out to me who can play basketball?
I went down the hallways looking for this one, that one, and whatever. I'm blessed. A lot of people know me. They know that I'm going to work my program and make it work and do what it needs to do. I've had a few girls come in, but this is going to be a project this year. But I ain't afraid. Come on. You need me to show up, I'll be there. We've taken on a challenge already. We're going to Cincinnati. A big tournament up in Cincinnati. Are we ready for it? We will be ready by the time we get ready to go.
So when does that tournament?
December 26th through the 29th. We're on Christmas break. So we're gonna get their work in. Yeah. Yeah.
So are they inexperienced? You have more seniors, juniors, freshmen?
Very inexperienced. I have 3 seniors maybe. I'm still getting to know the kid's name. When I tell you this was the covenant was bare, I have a young lady named KK. She was a senior here. I have another young lady named Stephanie. She wasn't even in basketball. She was in track. And everybody else is just basically new.
But that's the way you like it anyhow, though, because you get to spin it how Sammy wanted. The Sammy way.
At the end of the day, listen, at the end of the day, if we make that noise at the end, I'm gonna take it up because we're in a tough conference. We're in the same conference with Booker T, so I got to face them twice, and they loaded. I mean, they got 30 girls over there that can play at anybody's high school. So we had to face them twice. that's a challenge in itself just to stay on the floor with them. And this is their year. This is the year that they should win it all. But I'm still not afraid. I'm going over to their place and we're going to play. They got to come over here and we're going to play. They have to play them 3 times. Play them in the playoffs, maybe even 4 times. May have to go play them in regionals or area and then go to state and play them. But we're preparing for a long season. I got a lot of babies, pups. They'll be ready. They're hungry. They're starting to figure it out. So I like the group I got.
So is it going to be more of that pressure style, full court pressure, run and gun? What style are you going to use with them starting out?
I ain't changing. I'm not changing. I'm gonna listen. If I had a girl that couldn't press, we gonna press from the start to the end. I'm not pulling up. No, nothing changes. The game is the same. We going after them. They have to learn. Now the crazy part about it is, if they figure it out this year, next year we're dangerous. We're dangerous. I got 3 seniors. Everybody else will be back. So they'll have a full year up under my belt, and understanding what we're doing. The scary part will be next year.
So basically this year is more of a teaching.
Oh yeah.
Teaching moment.
Yeah, because none of these girls have played for me. This is new. The whole system is new. We was doing some stuff the other day, and they were looking at me like, what? And I'm like, man, if y'all don't get in gear, we get on the line. We running. I'm not for the baby. We're in progress right now. Season is here. October 1 is here. It's time. We have our first scrimmage October 26th. Don't know what it's gonna look like, but we're gonna figure it out.
So you don't have time to baby them because you got basically a month and a half.
If you do you think that Booker T is gonna come in here and baby us? Do you think they're gonna take their foot off our neck? You think they're gonna say, "Oh, Coach Mack, I understand." You think they're gonna do? Man, they're gonna come in here to punish us.
No, because even though they got a new coach over there too,
right?
He's used to going to state because he had them girls over at Rogers, and he used to going to the finals and competing, and going to state and competing, and he had to bring girls from the ground up like you had to. Right. So he understands.
Yeah. I always tell people, give me your best shot, because the next time around, I'm gonna give you mine. I promise you, we're gonna be ready. All of these up here in this trophy case, they didn't just walk up in here. That's hard work. And understanding the system that we're putting in. My kids play like boys. I'm trying to teach these girls how to play like boys. When we scrimmage, we're gonna scrimmage boys. We're gonna get the understanding on how to really play basketball. That's like I said, I'll make some noise this year and I might bite somebody, but it's coming down to the future. Oh, it's all good.
So who's that one player that we need to look out for right now that you have?
I have a young lady named Cameron Henson. She probably has the most experience. She's a post. She's gonna do damage. She's not afraid of it. She's probably about 6 foot, but she's just a banger. If you was in a street fight, that's who you want to go with you, because she ain't gonna run. And when she down, she gonna keep kicking and keep fighting until they gonna say, "Hey, well, you gonna stop even though you get beat up?" No, I ain't gonna stop and keep fighting.
So she's a scrapper.
She's a scrapper.
So how many 6 footers you got?
2, 3, probably about five of them. But they're young and they're learning. They just haven't had that Coach Mack deal. Yeah, they play for different people, and it's a major difference. I look at them stern, and they'd be like, "Why you looking at that, John?" And I'm like, "That's me. 'Cause I expect for you to get this job done." When you walk in here, when you walk into this building, you're gonna know you've been in the fight. Regardless, when you walk out, You're gonna know you've been in a fight. So, and I'm proud of it.
Seems like you're ready, Coach. You're excited. You're ready to knock this out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm ready to go. The girls are getting ready to go. They're not there yet, but they're fighting. They're trying to learn it. If I had to play tomorrow, let's go. Let's go. You know me. I don't care. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's game time, Coach.
Game time. 100%. Game time. And I'm not afraid. Like I said, I know the challenge is here, but everybody else better understand. Coach Mack, we're gonna play. We're gonna play.
Get you now while you're down.
Listen, it's the best time in the world, and you can grin about it. Yeah, we beat East Central. Blah 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 blah. Just wait. 1 year. If everything keeps going the way that it's going, 1 year, we'll be back in the championship. I'm telling you. I remember we said this on this day.
All right. We got you.
We got all these balls up here. These all mine. Let's add one more to it. And I am confident about what we're going to do. Yeah, the girls are buying in. My parents are great. All my parents are good. You know, they're on board. Everybody's working. They understand the concept that this is new. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. It's game time.
It's game time. It's real.
All right, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck this year.
Always.
Appreciate it, Coach.
And I appreciate what you do for all the sports around, all the kids. That's big time. Big time.
Thank you.
We need more of that.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
$2 Sports Talk Show. Peace. What's up, everybody? This is Drone with $2 Sports Talk Show. We on our high school basketball roundup, and we here with the head basketball coach of the East Central Cardinals. What's going on, Coach?
Coach Michael Parrish, thank you for having me.
Thanks for having me on the show. How's it going this year?
It's great. The boys have been working hard. We've been on the track in the weight room, and I'm seeing a lot of more effort this year than last year, a lot of more toughness, mental toughness. So we're a lot further ahead of where we were last year at this time.
Now, last year, the season didn't go probably the way you wanted, but were y'all young last year? What was because the record, I think y'all were probably better than what the records say. But
we were 500 last year, and I think that's about what we were. We were about a 500 team. We had some nights where we played really well and we could beat some good opponents, and then we had nights we didn't play well. We had some guys last year that were athletic. They just hadn't really been in a system where they were demanded to work hard every day. Winning was not a part of their everyday culture. And so just trying to establish myself, my program, my expectations, and bring their level of effort up to my expectations, it took a while. But, by the end of the year, I really grew close to that team. I'm really proud of those guys. And, at Christmas last year, I got rid of 10 kids.
Wow.
It was just needed. We just had to close our circle a little bit and get a little more serious about what we were doing. I thought, a lot of kids just, because they come out for basketball, they think that they should expect to play, or if they come out, they should make the team. And, we're not trying to, put an intramural team out there. We're trying to put a highly competitive basketball team out there. So just getting my system in, my philosophies in. I think the kids have bought in real well on that. And this year, I think you'll see a different product on the floor.
Now, let's expound on that a little bit, because that's unusual, something to do in high school basketball or high school sports, period, especially in basketball, because you don't have many on the floor in Tulsa public schools, especially, to say, okay, I'm going to have to, because you are not meeting the standards that I require, I have to move you on.
Sure, it fell along academic lines, behavioral lines, attendance lines. If we have kids that aren't doing what they're supposed to in the classroom, they become expendable. If you have kids that aren't showing up for practice, they become expendable. We're not here. I don't come here every day to practice to just be here by myself. I come here for the kids. I'm trying to help these kids get to another level. elevate themselves, to go to another level with their game. And I can only do that with the kids that want to make a commitment and be dedicated. So, you know, I was trying to find the kids that really wanted to play high-level basketball.
And after you did that, what did that do to your team, to the morale of your team, to the expectation of your team to understand, okay, coach is not playing. This is a different kind of atmosphere. What did that do?
Well, it brought winning into the formula. These kids saw that winning was important, and the way we prepared to win was important. And so the preparation got better. The will to win became stronger. You know, toward the end of the season, we became one of those teams you didn't want to play because we had some athleticism and we got tougher along the way. So we actually had a few upsets in the playoffs that we were underdogs. And, you know, the only way you do that is if kids bond together and you know, become a strong unit. So I was just really proud of a team that started off the year wasn't very good. We made it to a point where we were a lot better basketball team, and I think it's gonna you know, relay over to this season as well. We have some kids back from last year's team, and I expect some big things from them.
So how many seniors, juniors, sophomores, what is your team mostly comprised of?
This year, we're going to have 4 seniors that'll play quite a bit. Obviously, Demario Adams will be the most profile player. 6'10", can do it all. You know, this will be my first year to coach him. And, you know, just working with him, trying to increase his mental toughness, his competitiveness. The game's been real easy for him because he's been bigger than everybody else. But to dig in and really become a stronger mental player, to be smarter on the floor, to not allow little things to take him out of his game, those are the areas that I'm trying to work with him on. He's got every tool in the bag. He can shoot the three, he can post, he can handle it, he can defend, he can block shots, he can do it all. So working with him is not so much X's and O's on the floor, it's more of a maturity thing and trying to get him to understand the effort level it's going to take for him to be competitive in Division I.
So how do you weave someone that has all the skills, all the talent, how do you weave someone like that into your program to understand with the other players, hey, he's only going to make our team that much better. Sure. There's no jealousy, there's no envy, there's nothing but teamwork, we're family, and he's going to make things better.
Well, our kids on the team have already accepted him with open arms. I mean, we're already helping him in many different ways off the floor with academic help. The boys have helped with some tutoring, with transportation, giving him rides up to school or home when he doesn't have a ride. The kids have really taken ownership of their own team, and the best teams are player-led. And so if these kids really want to win and they're really helping each other out, you know, I can see great things ahead for us. So, you know, as far as Rio goes, you know, it'd be nice if your best player was your best leader. Rio's got some leadership to grow in. You know, you can't be finishing last in the sprints if you want to be a leader. You can't miss practice if you want to be a leader. So those are the things that we're working with him on. And, you know, the guys around him have been amazing. They've picked him up. They've supported him, you know, out on the track when he mentally gets tough and he wants to quit. They're there to grab his arm and, you know, they pull him on down the track. So I think you'll see a better Rio this year. He's in the best shape of his life. He's already given me a lot of effort on the track and in the weight room. I think you'll see a physically different kid. Now, his game's going to be great, but I think you'll see him physically more in shape. He'll be able to compete more and stay on the court more. So, you know, just trying to do it all with the full team, include them. Obviously, Rio's our most high-profile player, but we got other players that can play college basketball.
So it sounds like this year you're not coming in as the hunter, but you're more like the middle hunted, where you're not coming in under the radar.
Sure, we're definitely not under the radar. I mean, we've not only picked up Rio, we picked up 4 or 5 other kids that moved in, and you know, we are going to have a different team. I'm trying to go from a contender to a favorite.
Okay.
All right. I'm trying to get to the point where people look at us like that team can win the state championship. And so I'm hoping people come watch us play this year, and they'll see a different team, and we'll be able to beat some good teams this year, and some of our kids will get some recognition for that, and hopefully go on to play at the next level.
So, what is that final outcome that you're looking for from your players?
Everybody wants to win the state championship. We talk about winning the state championship. I want to speak that into existence. We're here to win the state championship. But your season can still be a success if you don't win the state championship. Just because you give it all you got and you don't win it, you still have successes along the way. And trying to find those little things that you can be proud of, maybe in a season that doesn't end the way you want it to. It's a journey, and the beauty is in the journey. It's seeing players progress. It's seeing guys grow stronger as teammates. It's me growing stronger with my team as a unit. And those relationships carry on long after high school. I still talk to almost all my players. I've been coaching as a head coach almost 30 years now, and so that's a lot of kids that I've been able to establish relationships, watch them grow up, become men off the court. And that part of it for me is the biggest blessing.
So October 1st, it starts the shebang of everything. Yeah.
That's right. We'll
the whole thing.
That's right.
So how excited are you for that date?
I'm so ready. I have. It seems like every day it's on pause until October 1st gets here, so we can go past the 1 hour, past the 3:35. So we're looking forward to it. The kids are looking forward to it. We're raising money. We're out working hard. Getting in good shape. So when season gets here, when practice gets here, we're gonna have a lot of work to do.
So what is that very first game that you all have?
Well, we picked up South Central Prep. We brought they picked up the best player in the nation, the sophomore class. They've got some really good players. So November 21st here at East Central High School, I expect this thing to be standing room only. We're going to have South Central Prep in here playing East Central High School, and you're going to see some of the best talent in Tulsa.
So South Central Prep picked up the young man from Cassia Hall, correct?
They got Sumo from Cassia Hall, but they got this other kid that's the number one player in the country. They've got a kid from Jinx. They've got a couple of other kids from some big-name programs. They're a formidable opponent, and we're going to find out where we are real fast.
Okay. So that's November 21st?
November 21st, 7 o'clock, East Central High School.
All right, Coach. It's almost game time.
I can't wait. Thank you guys for what you do for high school sports. Thank you for the publicity you give, the teams and these kids. I appreciate y'all being here.
All right. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck this year.
Thank you, man.
All right. $2 Sports Talk Show. Peace. What's up? This is Drawn with $2 Sports Talk Show. We on our high school basketball roundup, and we here with the head girls basketball coach of the McLean Titans, Mr. Bobby Neely. What's going on, Coach?
Hey, not much. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. So how's it going this year?
It's going pretty good. Our off season, we're in full swing. We've been having some really good practices. Really excited about this year, going from 6 girls to 13 girls. So our practices are really competitive. So we're loving what we're seeing.
So last year, we was talking earlier before we came on the show about you only having 6 girls last year. Yeah. How were you able to practice or even do anything with just 6 girls?
Drills. We did a bunch of drills all day long. A lot of conditioning, a lot of stairs, going over plays, this kind of game-like situation. But the girls bought into it. They felt like we had a good chance of winning some basketball games, and we were close in a lot of them, but we did fall in some. We did get 12 wins out of them, out of 22 games, and we got blown out once, and everything else was pretty close. So we just felt like coming into this year, having 13, that we have enough depth that we can kind of get over the hump.
So were you able to, did you bring in some other girls from another school and try to help scrimmage, or y'all just did basically 3-on-3 on top of the drills?
We did 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, and 3-on-3s. Yeah, we had some scrimmages. We did have some scrimmages that really helped us out. But other than that, we kept everything in-house and just kind of worked them. So
what's the difference between this year and last year besides the number of girls that you have?
Size. We got some size. We got some freshmen that came in at about 5'7", 5'8",
Hold on. You said 5'7", 5'8". That's size.
Yeah, that's size from 4'8". Yeah, for me, yeah. Compared to us last year, Jordan Hilton. Jordan's about 5'5", and she had to play my 5 spot.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'll take 5'7", 5'8".
So those freshmen, what big a difference are they gonna make with you this year?
They make a big difference because they're athletic, they're quick, they have the knowledge of basketball, but they're learning how to have a high basketball IQ, learning how to play basketball. You can roll a basketball out and say, "Hey, go play," but we're teaching them the game. How to set screens, screen and roll, how to slip screens, stuff like that. So the more that they soak that in, the better they're going to be in the long run.
How big a difference is it when the young ladies come in and they know the game? They just don't know. It's not just you roll out basketball, just run up and down the court, but they know how to play the game. How big a difference does it make your job?
It makes my job easy. I mean, it really does, because we don't have to spend as much time talking about it and going through it. We can just kind of get through that drill and then move on to something else. But it makes a big difference in the world.
So what was your biggest challenge last year, besides just having the 6 girls? Other than that, what was your biggest challenge last year?
Buying in. Buying into a new coach coming in, a new system, a new way of teaching, a new way of just kind of settling down and playing the game and thinking the game. I think, like my best player, she would just go out there and just do floaters from the free throw line, and I'm telling her, no. We got to get into the paint and shoot a regular shot, just a regular pull-up shot. Let's not try to shoot a floater from the three-point line. You banging it off the backboard and taking bad shots. I think that was probably the hardest thing, was trying to get them to focus on getting in the best shape that they could possibly be in, and then going competing for a hard 32 minutes.
Now, coming this year, you have pretty much the same 6 girls that's coming back. That know your system, know what you do. What does that do for you this year?
It does a lot, because they can teach the newcomers, this is how we do it, this is how he likes it to be done, because they've been through it, and they've been my leaders. So that's why practices have been very good. I can say very good because the freshmen have bought in. They want to compete. We're talking about a group of girls that played in the middle school championship last year and lost, and they still had that bad taste in their mouth, and they want to be able to come here and be able to compete and win.
Now, you said in your off season you had 7 girls that came out and was consistent. Mm-hmm. How big a deal is that for you?
That means that they're buying in. That means everything. You want girls that want to come here and get better every day, and get coached the right way every day, and get pushed, because we do have girls here that want to go play college basketball. So we're telling them, this is what you have to do to get it done. And if you shortcut it, you're not going to make it. We talk, we're very big on body language, and we're also big on attitude. So those are a couple.
All right, Coach, you was talking about, you got 6 girls that you got, and we stress in the classroom. What have their response been when you're pushing classroom, you're pushing academics, what are their responses?
Their responses, at first they're shocked, because, most coaches, are focusing on the athletic piece. I think especially like my freshmen coming in, they were surprised that I was talking more about the academics than I was the athletics. But I'm trying to get them to understand, if you don't have the academics, you can't go to college, So we stress that academics is very important here. We want to be that sports group that has one of the highest GPA percentages. So that's what we strive for as far as the academics.
So this year, 13 girls, they buy in. You got to play your freshmen some. Yeah. Are they ready?
Right now, I told them today, I said we were to scrimmage this week, we wouldn't be ready. But, we have two weeks before our first scrimmage. They'll be ready by then, because we got a lot out of them today. especially with the conditioning. So you can kind of see them buying into it more and more each day. They'll be ready.
Where's your first scrimmage at?
First scrimmage will be at Edison.
Okay.
At Edison, and we'll scrimmage Edison and I believe Casher Hall.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so throwing them into the fire.
hey, ain't nothing like it. You just got to jump in there,
You got to
cause
jump in there. I told one of the coaches, I said, hey, I think, when we first scrimmage, I'm just going to play my freshman against your varsity. I mean, don't take it easy on them, but I mean, that's how they learn. That's how they'll learn, and we'll be fine.
So first game when?
First game is the 22nd, November 22nd, and we go over to Kip. So definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, and because they got a whole new coaching staff, everything over there since Coach Sam then moved back to East Central.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'm glad he took them bigs. 'Cause last year he had a couple bigs. Oh man, I think he had 3 of them in there at one time, and I was just like, hey, just do the best you can do. Nothing you can do when they 6'2", 6'3", and mine is 5'5". But I mean, she battled though. I was really proud of JoJo getting in there battling. All of them really, because like I said, it was a close game up until about mid-third. And then I guess Samuel's like, let me stop playing, let me throw these 3 bigs, and then pounding into the paint, and wasn't nothing we could do.
So what are we expecting? Better than last year? Second round, third round?
Man, I'm praying for better than last year. Like I said, we lost some games that we should have won, but we just didn't have that depth. But I think now with the freshmen getting thrown into the fire, kind of getting acclimated into how we play, if we can get 2, 4, maybe 6 points out of each one of them, we'll be straight. So I'm thinking better than last year, more than 12 games. I'm hoping we can finally win a district championship here. We've been close. We were close last year too. That's what I'm shooting for. If we can win a district championship, man, we can pretty much set ourselves up pretty good in the playoffs.
All right, it's almost there.
It's almost there. I'm ready.
It's game time.
It's game time. It's always game time.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We appreciate it. You $2 Sports Talk Show, high school basketball roundup. Peace.